Hello everyone, welcome back to Spooky Express. We have unlocked the sea levels, and I think we're going to have 3 carriages. Let's see what's going on. Yep, looks like 3 carriages to me. Right, Ghoulish Graveyard C1. Oh dear. Oh dear, this is where it just gets overwhelming. Oh no. So it looks like maybe when we run down the back of here, we want to have... Oh gosh, how do we deliver? Oh, okay, so maybe you go first, actually. Then we, like, do some magic trick to end up with only the vampires? Oh, somebody's going to jump in right now. But yeah, look, it looks like we want to drop off 3 zombies at the end, specifically. Is that true? Is there some other way to avoid that? No, because if I pick one of them up and go there, then I've cut off the whole thing. So that is true. I do need to do this kind of thing. Maybe the one at the beginning is useful in some way. Oh, it is, because I can fill up all 3 right now. But then, actually, then what? How do I deal with you? Oh, okay, I can loop back here. Yep. I see. I see. Nice. Get all the zombies down this way. Alright. It was manageable. It was scary. But I did do it. Neat. Okay. 3 zombies. Vampire. I mean, I'd have to go past all 3 of these together because I need to go past this one. So I need to have all 3 zombies with me at that time. But, and you, if we do you at some point, we kind of would end up cutting off either the exit or these. So it has to be the 3 zombies first. It has to be the 3 zombies first, I believe. We also don't want to convert you. Oh, it doesn't convert you. Okay. I think this could end up working. Oh no, because I haven't left enough space to get to you. So do we think at the end I'm grabbing you from where, actually? That's a good question. Like, could I leave enough space? Maybe if I don't wiggle around there, actually, this might work. Yeah, okay. For you, go down here. Leave enough space here to wiggle this way. Get to there. Neat. Cool. I'm really appreciating it that even though it's going to like sea levels and there's 3 things, they're keeping the puzzles nice and achievable. Like, I think it's very tempting. Like, lots of games just like go more and more complex in a kind of unfun way. Whereas these are like staying, you know, I mean, they're trickier puzzles than earlier puzzles, obviously, but they're staying in the realm of fun without just getting horrendously complex. Okay, so they don't all necessarily have to be delivered together down here, so we've got options. Picking them up is difficult because they're always going to bump into each other, so how do I start picking them up, I guess is the question. So they're just going to keep doing that forever. So yeah, actually yes, how do I begin? How do I begin? How could I possibly pick any of these up? Oh, I see the trick. We can create a situation where they have like 2 things they're trying to jump into, and so therefore one of them is able to get in. I wonder what the logic is. Do they always try and jump into the frontmost one? Interesting. I think I probably needed to have done this on the other side. But okay, very interesting. I reckon we're doing that, but with these 2. So yeah, it looks like you always try and jump in the frontmost one, which kind of disambiguates it a bit. Then, maybe we just drop you off immediately? It's still going to be tricky to get these 2 though, isn't it? No, because we can just do the same thing. You're going to jump in the front one, you're going to jump in the 3rd one. Yep. Cool. Interesting. It's definitely, it's the kind of rule... Oh, complete all A, B, and C levels in a single area. Yay! I got an achievement. What was I going to say? Like, this, the kind of rule that like could end up feeling like that's the kind of situation where like this monster could choose either this direction or this direction, and then it's like an arbitrary feeling thing. But I actually like the idea that what it seems to be is that it picks the frontmost carriage. They prefer to be at the front, which makes sense. If I was going on a fun like fairground train like that, I'd want to be on the front as well. Yeah, it makes it feel less just like random. It still is an arbitrary choice. Like it could have been back to front, or it could have been something else entirely. It could have been the northernmost carriage, although then that creates more ambiguities if you have 4 or more carriages. But anyway, because you could have 2 that are both northernmost, whereas you can't have that with only 3. Anyway, C1. Gosh, that's a lot of kids. Okay, so they do all want to leave. Wait, they all want to leave? That's not possible. Oh gosh, it is possible. There are 5 carriages. It's not all 3 carriages. Okay. They totally did that on purpose. Like had the 4th and 5th sticking off the edge. Okay, so basically pick up 3 and then we have to think about which ones we're picking up. I think you and those 2. Oh, I see the problem. Because I get past that, so that's true. It does have to be you and you 2. I'm pretty sure. But then we can't get to you, so it can't be true. Because the problem is going past that, then we're never going past here. We could be going past you. Oh, sorry, that's the thing I'm missing. So it can be, okay, it can be you and you 2. This, do this, do this. I think that works out. Hey! C2. So these 2 can't get in. So this is just kids. Okay, so if you can't get in, except you can with the trick. Like in this case, you will both get in. So we specifically want these 2 to be in either 1st and 3rd or 2nd and 4th, so that they can do that trick at the end, I think. Because that has to be at the end. Yes, okay. Okay, how do I do that? By wiggling between them in a certain way. Yeah, I see what you're doing. Like, I want to do like this and this. Yep, and then these 2 can get in those 2, I think. Yay, that's cute. Very nice. Cool, 2 areas done. Third area, Fearsome Forest. Okay, 2 graves, 1 coffin, and a kid. 3 carriages. These have to all be done together, so we have to have all 3 of them when we go past there. That is in... Oh, okay, so we have to scare you out, right? Yes, understood. Probably scare you out onto there. So maybe... this. Pick you up so you get in, you get scared out. Wiggle through. Ooh. Ooh, you got back in. Interesting. Very interesting. I think we actually get you and you, then do that. I don't know exactly how it helps, but I think it blocks something up such that you don't get back in. Yes, it does. It does. Perfect. Neat. I just saw the potential path there and felt like it was probably going to do something useful. Like also occupying another carriage is almost certainly going to be useful. So it is 3. Okay, well, one of these is exposed on the inside here, whereas those 2 do have to happen together. Okay, and there's 2 kids, and there's 1 over here. Gosh. Golly gosh. So if we're going to that, we're going to it early, I think, or earlier. Should we just kind of see what happens if I try and pick every up? Just see what the constraints are. Ah, the constraints are that they're going to get scared out and never get back in again. If I go between any of these after having picked one of them up. So, however, I can leave... but this is still a problem. Although I don't have to go through there. I could avoid that and go this way instead, but then I've made that space, but I can go around here. I guess I just have to do this, yeah, avoid... Ooh. Okay, but when I'm going through here, I can't have both kids in. That's interesting. So I do need to be able to pick up one of them later. Okay, so you jump in the front here. One of them jumps out here. Yeah, that works out. So you can be picked up later. Ah, but you need to get back in. Which we can do by going this way, maybe? Is that true? Does that help? Yes, because I can wiggle that way. Whoa, that's cool. Oh, I can't wiggle that way. Oh, no, I can't. No, kid, I can't get you. Interesting little puzzle, though. Okay. That felt like a good trick. But I don't have access to you and never would because of where the exit is. So I can't come down this way. Am I instead scaring you onto here then? I don't think I could do that. I do have to leave a kid on one of these platforms for sure. Can I avoid picking you up? No. Well, if we pick up the kids first... Not entirely sure where this is going. Nowhere, I think. Could scare a kid out onto there. No, I can't. Yeah, at this point, I can't scare the kid anywhere where I'd be able to get them later. Unless I leave that zombie. Whoa, this is complicated. This is very complicated. Okay, maybe I was on a better track before. Could I be doing this early and then going to get the kids? Like, what happens if I just like pick up a bunch of these now? Although, I say that like it's easy, and it is easy actually. This can't be right though, there's gonna be a problem with this. Isn't there? Oh yeah, that I can't get back through here, yeah, okay. Interesting. Yeah, so that just can't work I don't think there's a path that allows me to get into this space afterwards. So you are coming with me. It's possible a kid's being left till last, but I actually don't think that is possible because once again I'd have to come through here. Unless I can like avoid occupying any of that space. Then how do I pick you up? No, I think I need both kids. And they're coming with me and I'm dropping one of them off over here somewhere. Do I think you're getting in with me or not? It could be that I'm just dropping you off here later. You could just get in if we go that way. But I need to leave all this free, which is feeling not really possible. So it's like I need to pick you up instead. No, I think we're picking up this guy. It was the most promising thing we had so far. Can we just leave a kid here? No. But I can't leave a kid in any of these because I have to go through these gaps. If I do that, then I block this off. Unless we drop you off. So then I don't have to go over there. I don't want to lose the kid here, so I don't want to go through that space. But then I've cut you off entirely. I don't need to go there. But then I don't have a place to put a kid. Okay, trains. I can pick you up again, I guess. True, in fact I don't even have to wiggle to do that. Just do that. But then we got this, I think it's exactly the same situation, right? Where you're there and I can't get you. If we could get to these two. Yeah, I just cannot get you, unless we do that earlier or something. Whoa, this is complicated. But I can't get you earlier unless I go like this, I guess. Maybe I pick up 2 zombies right now. But then I can't scare a kid onto it. It's going to have to be like you or you. Okay, maybe I pick up that middle one only. If I can. Let's scare a kid onto here, but then I can't get through that space. So no. Whoa. So I reckon the kid's going to be getting scared here, right? So it's like we need to somehow have picked you up before going... Okay, so does that tell me something? Like maybe we loop like this around here. Pick you up. Kid gets scared out that way. But then if I do that, then I've cut this off. So no, hold on. If I go through there... then we're not getting access to this. Well, unless... Okay, unless we've picked you up... Unless we've picked you up... And then the kid is behind and we go up this way. Kid jumps out. Doesn't jump back in. Okay, so we need a space open for you to jump into. When we get there and we're going upwards and rightwards, kid jumps out. So you jump in, kid jumps out. Okay, so what's the situation? What's the possibilities there? Is it possible both kids are jumping out? Maybe. So we need a zombie at the front. Okay, maybe that's part of the trick. So they get in. We're going to need another zombie at the front, but I mean, we try and avoid it, but we can't really avoid it. So maybe it's you. Maybe you get in. Okay, like this. What, and we avoid putting you here? Like one of these is going to end up getting in the front, which I don't want. I specifically don't want you to get in the front. I specifically want this to already be full right now. That means not having dropped off one here. So that means doing this, picking up these two, going back this way and down this way, but then I can't get to this anymore. Also, it means getting rid of you somehow. So no, you need to be gone. If I want to be coming here with an empty carriage... Wait, but if you're gone, then you can't do the scaring. So that doesn't make any sense. If you're gone, then how do you scare the kid that way? Wait, no, I don't need an... No, I do need an empty carriage so that... Wait, what? What am I thinking? I want a kid to jump out that way. What was the theory? The theory was... that somehow this is cleared? Oh, the theory was that you would jump into the first open one, but for that to happen, you have to be gone. Because then otherwise I can't get there with an open one. But you being gone is a problem, I think. I'm not sure it's doable. I mean, it's obviously a bit doable, but it's not doable while leaving a path through here. Unless... No, it's not possible. Okay, so it's not that. Maybe kids ending up here then. If that's the case, then empty carriage at the front, which that one is easy to do, right? That's just this. You jump out, so you're in an empty carriage at the front, but then the kid jumps there. That's not what I wanted. I want the kid to jump there. So empty carriage at the front, but you still exist, and that doesn't. And once again, that requires you to be gone. Make sure I can get the kid to jump out that way. Wait, no, I can't. Right. I probably don't just pick up that other kid immediately. I don't know why, but like maybe we're doing something like this, or this. But I can't get the kid at all, can I? Nope. Yeah, the kid is lost. I think we need the kid immediately, although I'm not sure. Guess you could get in a different order? Does that somehow help? It's hard to see how it will, but you never know. Well, you could get back in after that. So that is interesting. That is interesting. Not sure I could get that zombie now. So actually a kid jumping out that way is probably good. Is that enough? If you go there, 2 zombies, you jump out, the other zombie's not going to get in. And I can't go down this way. Oof. This is so complicated. What if we do that one last? Like in theory we could go this way at the end. But I would need 2 in here right now. Whoa. You being there probably isn't good. Lots of screaming's happening. That's not good. Although it's not necessarily not good because they can jump back in. In this case they can't because the whole thing is full. Maybe there was like another situation that was kind of like that. So when I just picked up both kids like this and dropped you off here, I guess maybe it was actually fine for you to jump out that way because I can pick you up at the back. Have I done that already? Maybe I've done that already. We're going to have to get you, so we can't wind around the back of you. I think. You can jump out if you like. Got 2. Can we just avoid doing that one now? Not really. This is complicated. What if these were in a different order somehow? Well, that's zombie at the back. Wait, that is zombie at the back. I guess zombie ends up getting in at the front. If zombie had been at the front in the first place, which we have tried, let's try again. Then you get in, nobody gets scared out. Now you're not going to have a place to get back in. If I go this way, then nobody gets scared out, so I don't actually get to pick you up. So if I go this way, I do get to pick you up, and I can deliver to here, but then I can't do that one. Whoa, oh, also you end up there. Oh gosh, instead of there. Well, that's a good point then. That needs to be filled earlier. So that is a constraint, I think. I guess I can wiggle like that, but you're stuck. Is there some way to fix this? Can I somehow leave room to go? Well, if it's you we pick up, then those two. What difference does that make? Basically the same. Still would need to get next to you, which we cannot do if that's there at all. What the heck? What the heck? Poor zombie's not happy with that. Could you be happy with that? If we could wind past you after delivering there, but we can't. Oh gosh, this is complicated. It's not a hugely complex face, but it's a hugely complex puzzle. Doing this kind of stuff just feels bad immediately. There's no way we're leaving the kids for later. Yeah, there's just no way to even like wiggle through here and get all the zombies. It could be one kid at a time, but at this point I'm just sort of guessing at things. I'm technically okay if you get scared out because I can pick you up at the back. Maybe this leads somewhere, I don't know. But I'd have to pick you up, so no, this is not going to lead anywhere. If the whole train gets full before I go to you, then problems. Well, unless I scare the other kid out, which I am doing, but... yeah, I just can't get you. I can't deliver one of them here. Could I, like, pick up two now and then go this way? Don't love that. But I can't get through here, so no. Not seeing it. Zombie in the middle, have we done that? Probably. We would have to go past this grave at this point, otherwise nobody's ever going there. You can get scared out and get the other one. Yeah, we did this recently. You can also not go there and go this way instead. You get scared out there, but then you don't get back in because you've got nowhere to get back in. You could keep going. Okay, now you get out there. Then you jump in, but where are the kids going to go? Nowhere. Oh, sure, but I can't get to you. Sure, but I can't get to you. This is like vaguely promising, but not promising enough because I can't get to this and also pick up you. Trains indeed. Whew. There's probably some real sneaky move after the start. Can't be like this. could be like this. But I would have to deliver here first. Which is just not going to happen. And then have two more? If I've got a kid, that's not happening. Everything I do ends up winding down there. That implies that this is the end. I always end up with that situation. In which case... Well, we've got to come past here at some point. Not necessarily the whole thing, but... We've got to come past here at some point. We've got to come past here at some point. So, okay, do we think that, like, this is necessary? Probably. It's hard to say for certain. Drop one of them off there. Then maybe pick up another one. I don't know. I'm kind of just guessing right now. Pick up you, then you. Then we're going to do this. Then we're going to go like this. And then we're going to hope that this does the thing. Well, no, it does exactly the same thing. It leaves you there and I can't get access to you. Also, you didn't come with me. There's many problems. Maybe we don't pick. Maybe we do just stick with the two kids. Then go this way. Then we do this late. That would mean not going down there so that we can do this later. Which really doesn't feel right. I can't really scare anybody out anywhere right now. Which I would have to do, because if I've got two kids, when I go down here, then they're not all getting... All the zombies aren't getting dropped off. So we'd have to scare a kid out. Yeah, a kid out. So you'd have to be, like, in already. So we'd have to have cleared a thing. That leads me back to doing this. Or maybe pick up you first. So leading me back down, path's already done, then we have to clear this out. Then, yeah, then scaring can happen. We have to go around this clockwise. Now, if only we could go past you again with this front carriage. We cannot. We could go past you again with this front carriage. But you just jumped in. So, don't get rid of you. But then that doesn't work. This doesn't work. Like, this is a possible thing. It does seem kind of interesting. But I don't know if it is interesting. So one kid, maybe? I don't think this leads anywhere good. But none of that did anything. But the other kid can't get in. If we pick up too many at the beginning, then they can't get in. You are going to get in. So if I could do this kind of route, then two are getting in, and that's a problem for the kids. Yeah, there's so many problems with this. Unless we go to this, but we can't go there until later. But that has to happen before we go that way. So that really makes me think we're picking up you. Like we're doing this kind of thing, picking up you to say this way. Because we're going to have like one. Sorry, we're going to have two in our carriages. One jumps out here, but then we have to pick up another one. Oh, that's why that's like that, I think. I guess we don't have to wiggle there. We can wiggle there instead, which does leave this as an option. Okay. So don't pick up you. Don't go anywhere near you. So does that mean pick up a kid first or pick up a zombie first? Well, then we picked up you. So let's not go that way, let's just go this way. Then we haven't picked up you. So kid absolutely has to get scared out. Somewhere. So don't pick up you, pick up this one, but I can't pick up that one. I'm confused. I'm confused. At this point, I'm just drawing random things. Both kids jumped out. Okay, well, cool. They're not happy with me. And you don't jump in because there's not enough space for you. What the heck? Do I pick up one kid, scare them out, and then do something else? Can I, like, do something with this kind of thing? So you'll jump out there, you will get back in. We've done this before, though. I don't think I can pick up the other kid. I cannot pick up the other kid. Can I get another zombie after that? Can I, if I cut through this way? No. As far as I can tell. I wonder if you've got 4 carriages, can they get scared from one carriage to an adjacent carriage? That'd be a cool little mechanic. I just can't get into this space again though. None of this feels right. Really, none of this feels right. Can I somehow avoid a second one getting in after doing that? Yes. Put you in the middle. I gotta do something down here while I'm here. So that makes you jump out there. Or you can jump out there. Let's just get you out there, that's how I won't be able to get you later. I do have all 3 zombies. This is kind of close to something. Once again though, this thing is a problem. Not enough space to cut through here. So we can't just be leaving you there. So what if we don't go on that side? What if we go on the other side? So we're not actually dropping anybody off. Well, we are. We end up dropping you off there. So What other options do we have? Dropping off one kid here is fine. But then you don't get in. Well, if we hadn't gone here. Well, then we don't have enough to go around here. Well, unless we do this. But then we can't get here. I don't mind the idea of like picking up a kid there. It's kind of interesting. Like, this is almost kind of close as well. If only I could get past here and get to here. What the heck, this puzzle? I've made an extra zombie. I don't think that's good. Do I just legitimately knock them down here so that I can do this at the end? Yes, that worked. I don't know exactly how that worked, but it worked. Should we see it again? Because it's going to play again anyway. I think it goes quite fast though. So we pick up you, then you in the middle, and you go there. They bump into each other. So we specifically don't pick you up. That's okay. Let's watch from that bit again. It would be good to have like a little playback thing, like so I can scrub through the solution. I mean, I guess I can by doing this. Let's just remember that. Okay, so if we get to here, go here. So those two bump into each other in the middle. So at that point, oh my gosh, that's just so complex. You guys get out that way, you guys get out that way. And then that gives you room to jump in the front and you room to jump in the back. That is so complicated. I'm not sure I ever would have thought of that as an idea. But okay, it worked. Sure. That's the prerequisites required to do this. I think we'll have to leave that there, folks. That was a tricky puzzle. There's only one left here, but if that was that tricky, then who knows how tricky C3 is going to be. Alright, see you next time, and we'll keep working on these. Like, they're not all that difficult, so we might make some good progress each time, but we also might not, so we'll find out. Right, goodbye.